I'm done spending an obscene amount of money.
Good evening, everybody. Am I unmuted? Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
How you doing? Oh, what's up, light skinned Deborah? It don't matter, both of them fine. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm trying to stop this music. This music still playing about ill. It's driving me crazy. All right, man. Good evening. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. Um, how y'all doing, man? Good evening. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome. But I want to give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., aka Aranya Grande, right? That's just big spot if you don't hablo Espanol. And you are now in tune to another episode of The Intraday Price Action Recap. You feel me? I forgot to give y'all the disclaimer. Disclaimer. Yeah. Hey, man. Shout out everybody that pulled up for the if y'all noticed, I didn't have the Conquer the Asian session advertisement up this evening. But Tim, why not? I'm glad you asked that question to Timmy Rogers, because that Conquer the Asian session has sold out. That's it. No more slots are available. It's not April 30th, but somebody purchased the last slot yesterday, I think. I think it was yesterday. They purchased the last slot. Early bird get the worm. That's it. No more slots available. We are locked in. So we're all set for that. Nope. I still haven't recorded the pre-recorded videos. My life has been crazy. It has been chaos. I have been very, very busy. Right? So I haven't recorded the pre-recorded stuff. Y'all might end up just getting me doing the pre-recorded stuff live because my schedule is crazy. I got a senior in high school. He's doing the whole get ready for college stuff, get ready for graduation stuff. I still got stuff to do around the house. My truck gave me an absolute headache yesterday. That's not how I want to spend my Easter, but that's how I spent it. Speaking of yesterday, everybody that in the platinum group, the diamond group, the mentor group, everybody that was supposed to get look at these freaking commercials, man. I got to figure out how to turn them commercials off on the live. I can't take it. Let me see. I can't take it. This it's bugging me. So I know it's got to be bugging y'all. Let me go see if I can adjust this or something. Let me see if I can adjust this or something. Cause this is just ridiculous. Your videos. Okay. All right, this is the video that I'm on right now. Edit this. Monetization. Where's monetization? Man, once I set it up, it don't show the same no more. Check. Okay. Low earnings potential, less interruption for viewers. Okay, boom. Let me change it to that. Can I choose how mid rolls appear? Schedule mid roll as frequency. Insert mid roll as manually. No, let it. Okay. Lower earnings, less interruption for the viewers experience. Yes, let's do that. Save that. YouTube will determine which ad formats are best for your live stream and when ads appear. Your viewers may not see ads at the same time. You will still be able to manually insert ads during, okay, and transition period. This option can help you earn more revenue while protecting the viewer's experience. Okay, so pre-roll ads will be inserted automatically. Okay. Okay, so I put it on conservative. And so hopefully now that doesn't that stop it from popping up ads like every man. Cause I got the YouTube open and it's crazy how like ads just be popping up. I changed it to conservative. Now y'all let me know if that make the ads like die down a little bit. Okay, now let's get to it, man. Cause for everybody, the Q&A that was supposed to be last night, we're doing the Q&A tonight at 7. If anybody have questions, if y'all ain't got no questions, okay. But I want to afford people the opportunity to do the Q&A. It's going to be tonight at 7. The link has been shared in the third Sunday Q&A voice channel in the chat. I couldn't put it in a regular channel because there's no regular channel where only those people who have the access to the third Sunday Q&A where I could put. So it's in the third Sunday voice channel in the chat. That's where the link is for the Q&A. We're going to do it tonight at 7. And then for those who are not in the Discord, but you're still supporting the channel through the YouTube membership, it's posted in the membership section. The Zoom link is posted in the membership section for you to watch it. And we're gonna do it on Zoom. And then you can always watch the replay on YouTube by going to your playlist, your diamond tier, your gold, your black platinum tier, your minty tier. Go to whatever tier you own, and the videos will be in your playlist. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Where's my trading view? My trading view is not open. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me open my trading view, and then we will get to it. While I'm waiting on that, y'all drop something in the chat so I can see who was in here. We got Jim up in here. We got light-skinned Deborah up in here. We ain't got the other Deborah. We ain't got the Deborah we met up in here. We got light-skinned Deborah up here. We got cute photo headshot Deborah in here tonight. It ain't the Deborah that we met. It ain't Ari and Scrubs Deborah. It's cute photo light-skinned Deborah. We got Miss D up in here. We got Yolanda up in here. We got Here to Learn and Share up in here. We got Rhonda Green up in here. We got Kim in here. We got Honey. What's going on, Honey? We got Valentine. Hola, Valentine. We got Sonia up in here. We got Marco. What's going on, everybody, man? What's going on? That's it. That's all we got. That's all we got. I see a few more numbers than I see names, but that's all I see. So that's all I'm going to say. That's all I see. So that's all I'm going to say. Let me put my chart over there. And let me share my screen. And we're going to get to it. Okay, so and put this over here so I can see what y'all looking at. Put this here so I can see what y'all looking at. Okie dokie. Now, before we get started, did price do anything today that caught anybody off guard? Did price do anything today that caught anybody off guard? Like, you expected price to do something and it did something totally different. First of all, can y'all hear me okay? The other day I was talking and people's like, hey man, you kind of low. You kind of low. So am I sounding pretty good to y'all? Let me check it myself. Sounding pretty good to y'all? Let me check it myself. It sounds good to me. It sounds good to me. What about y'all? Is it coming through crispy, clear?
Loud and clear.
Loud. I got a loud and clear. I got a yes. Okay then. Got a loud and clear. Got a yes. So we fun to rock and roll. We're gonna say we cooking with Crisco. Hey, man. All right. Let's squat y'all over here. Oh, I didn't send out the bat signal in the Discord. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me send out the bat signal. I'll be forgetting about that. I'll be forgetting about that. Copy the link to the Zoom links. Copy this. Copy the message link. Copy message link. Go, no, not members. Not members. Main chat. All right. All right. The bat signal has been sent. The bat signal has been sent. And we about to get it cracking, baby. I'm open up my soundboard in case I need to do some sound effects. All right. Okay, nobody dropped anything in the chat. Nobody said, hey, Price did this. And I was, hey, you know what, me and my son, so it's gone. Me and my son, right here, it said Pope Francis had died, right? And we was talking about it, and I was like, what's this Pope name? I was like, when I was growing up, it was Pope John Paul, right? And then he was like, oh, he looked it up. He said, oh, this Pope, his name was Francis. And then I was like, I wonder why they call him that. Like, what's his real name? And he looked up Pope Francis' name, and Pope Francis, his name, Pope John Paul. When I was growing up, I always thought the man's name was John Paul, right? Pope Francis, his name ain't Francis, and Pope John Paul. Matter of fact, I'm down this rabbit hole now. Y'all got to come with me. Y'all got to come with me. When my son told me what Pope John Paul's real name was, I said, what in the world? What was Pope Francis' real name? His name is Jorge Mario Bergoglio. Jorge Mario Bergoglio, or Bergoglio, however you say that, right? So Jorge Mario Borgigo, whatever, however you say it, but that's his real name, Pope Francis, right? Pope Benedict name was Joseph, whatever, however you say that, Ratzenziger, right? And then Pope John Paul, that's the one that I know from when I was growing up, right? I know Pope John Paul. That's the one that I know, Pope John Paul, right? Pope John Paul, this is the one I know from when I was growing up. I can't even say that. I can't even say that. Carol Joseph Watala. I can't even say this. I can't even say this. How to pronounce I wish it had like a little speaker. I wish I had one of the ones with a little speaker. Carol is pronounced Carol, similar to the English word Carol. That right there is pronounced Yosef, with the Z sound being soft. Yosef, right? With the Z being soft. Yosef. And then this is Voitiwa. The is a soft W. The little I thing right there in front of the A is a soft W. And the A at the end is pronounced like in son. Voiture.
Can't you play it like down there? You see the little right there?
Yeah, I see that. But when I be clicking on those, they be trying to like ban my video. When I be playing like other YouTube videos inside my video, they be trying to ban my video. And they be like, what you can do, cut out this portion of it, silence this portion of it, or they be acting crazy when I be playing other YouTube videos in my video. That's why I ain't click it. I was hoping they had like the little voice where I can like click it, but we just gonna go with the phonetic and Carol Joseph Wojtyła. That's Pope John Paul name. Anyway, now let's climb back up out the rabbit hole, right? Matter of fact, I need to start every time I go down the rabbit hole. Every time I go down the rabbit hole, I need to pull up. Do I still got this old picture? Yes, right there. Every time I go down the rabbit hole, I need to pull this up. Welcome to the rabbit hole. Every time I go down the rabbit hole, I need to pull this up. Welcome to the rabbit hole. I need to put that in. I'm gonna put that inside the used all the time section. I'm gonna put that in the used all the time section. Let me put this in the used a lot section here. Drop it over there. So now every time I go down Uh-oh, it was already in there. Did I do it? Okay. All right, now let's get to it. Again, nobody said anything about price catching them off guard. So we're gonna go right into it, man. As we see here, this screen is really getting on my nerve because it's like right in my way. So let me put it here. Hopefully there. It will not be in my way there. All right. And got it as close as I can to. I can't take it out of the screen. All right, I got it as close as I can to the side where it won't be in my way. As we see here, these are 1 minute candles. Let's go to 15-minute candles. 15 candles, 15-minute candles. Well, since it's Monday, let's go up. Let's go up since it's Monday. We're going to go up, 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 up to the weekly chart. As y'all remember, last week we were saying that we were looking to see if the week of April the 7th, that's my brother's birthday. My brother's birthday was April the 7th. The week of the April the 7th, and then my son's birthday is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, April 23rd. Y'all remember a few years back where we did like our Timothon. When he came on, he was sitting on there, and I was like just dropping gems, as people like to say, and he was sitting there with me answering questions from the gang, and people was like blessing him through his Cash App. And you know what I'm saying, the more people blessed him with the Cash App, the more I was going through breaking down concepts and stuff like that. He came off pretty good that birthday, right? Yay, no more cow's feet. Okay, since you said that, and now whenever I'm not recording to YouTube, I'm playing cow feet videos just for that. Y'all think here to learn and share for that? Y'all think here to learn and share for that? I'm playing cow feet videos every time I'm only in Zoom. We was looking to see if that right there was an immediate rebalance, right? So this week started out moving down, but it's not showing a real willingness to attack that low. I like to give it to at least the next two candles, like one, and this is the second one we're working on now to see if we actually go down and treat it as an immediate rebalance. So we're still waiting to see if that will be an immediate rebalance. Not looking very heavy right now, right? Not looking very heavy, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more days left in this week. All right. Today we came down. You see, we had a nice little gap down, right, on the weekly gap down of 121.5 points, right? And we've already taken out last week's low, right? So we had a large gap down, and we've taken out last week's low on the weekly chart there. We still have not traded back to that sell side that we were. What in the world just happened? All right, I think I was holding my finger on the undo button. We still have not traded down to that sell side that we were keeping our eye on. 2 weeks ago, we traded down into a weekly bullish fair value gap down there, right? We hit that nice rejection off of it, right? Which pushed us up back here into that March 24th candle, right? Which made us say, okay, let's see if this is going to be immediate rebalance to continue down, right? So that's where we are now, reacting off of that discount PD array there on the weekly and on the monthly. The monthly this is April. We still have a week and 2 days, right? We got a week and 2 days worth of trading. So 7 days. We got 7 days of trading left in April. and we're watching to see how we close in respect to the bullish order block, right? The discount PD rate. So we've come down to the monthly order block. We've come down to the monthly fair value gap, right? So we're looking to see how we react to the discount bullish PD arrays on the monthly. And that's the sell side that we was watching on the monthly, because we said that sell side was internal sell side liquidity right there, right? That was internal sell side liquidity, right? Now, looking at breaking this high and then looking at our OG partner. Y'all remember the OG, right? Remember our OG. Who remember the OG? Who's the OG? Who remember the OG? Right? Right. Looking at our OG partner there, right? Mr. OTE, right? We've come down in that zone. Now, depending on who you ask, right? And talk about OTE, you know what I'm saying? Michael teaches, right? You look at body to body, right? Because that's where the bulk of the volume is, right? So we've come all the way down through all of the OTE levels, right? We've come down to all of the OTE levels here, right? So we have retraced back into an OTE entry for going long, and we've retraced back into discount PD arrays for going long for the bullish or buy program for the monthly time frame. So that's where we are there on the monthly. We have our retracement back down, right, into the discount. This right here was equilibrium of the overall range, discount PD array, OTE, right? So we've come down to all these anticipatory reactionary points on the monthly time frame. And unless we get super heavy in the next, what did we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 trading days. Unless we get super heavy in the next 7 trading days and close down here somewhere, we are looking like we're going to respect the discount PD raise on the monthly candle right here. All right. On the monthly candle. Right. And then here, right, see this, we're working on this sell side imbalance, buy side efficiency right there, right? Would not be looking at this as a bearish fair value gap. Why? Because we got very efficient delivery of price going up, right? And then we're just slicing through this like butter. You see what I'm saying? We're just expect it to be a very big move through there like that because we're very efficiently delivered. So we're just slicing through there like butter. So it like we offering buy side up there very efficiently, and then we cutting straight through there right here. Buy side, sell side, right? Buy side there, sell side. Same area, buy side there, right? Both ways there, buy side there, sell side there, both ways really, sell side there, right? And then all of this right here that's offered buy side and sell side, straight through there, right? Straight through there. Right? So again, would not be looking at this as a bearish fair value gap to retrace back into to trade lower off of. That's just me, would not be looking for that, right? Why? Because we've come to a discount during a bullish time on the monthly, right? And we've pulled back for 1, 2, and now this will be 3 months, right? Retracing back into a discount, right? Would not be looking to retrace and then keep selling lower off of that. Wouldn't be looking at as a fair value gap, right? If anything, I would be looking for it to go up there, maybe stall, but make it to the top side and use it as an inversion fair value gap at that time. All right. Looking at our daily time frame. All right, so on our daily time frame, we traded back up, right? Back when this happened here, we were saying we was looking to see if that was going to be an immediate rebalance, right? We're well beyond the days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? About to start the 8th day, and we still haven't come back down to that low, right? Not an immediate rebalance, right? So we came here, right, to this area of fair value. We looked at that before, right? We came to this area of fair value. We was roughly in the middle of the range, right? We was roughly in the middle of the range here, right? Traded down, came back up above, came back to equilibrium, back up, came back to equilibrium, right? Hanging around the middle of the range right here, right, of this dealing range there. Trade back up to premium. Right now we've pulled back down into this order block there. So we're still here engineering liquidity, right? We was here engineering liquidity. Now we've sold down into the order block there, but we're still, you know, in that little area there. Move down into a discount, right? We've moved back into a discount of the range, but we're still right there in that area where we was engineering liquidity there. All right. We had sell side delivery, offered buy side and sell side down here. And we had buy side delivery, right, for all this here. Then we just hung there, right? So we hanging there, engineering liquidity, right? And then now today we traded below the low of the little consolidation area there, right? So we poked below the low, right? Came down almost to the opening price of this order block. Didn't quite make it there, right? Didn't quite make it to the opening price of the order block right there. Let me change this color of that. Wait. Still in my way. Right. And that's the daily there. See our new week opening gap dropped down, took out Friday's low, took out the weekly low, traded down close to the opening price of the bullish daily order block. All right. Looking at price on a 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we last week, I think, I can't remember, but whenever we was looking at this right here, saying, hey, when we came 2 weeks ago, when we came to the weekly PDub, right, and we traded back up to the imbalance, and then when we came down, wasn't showing a willingness to take out that low. We said, okay, if this, let's see if that's the smart money reversal, right? Then we came here, right, into the order block, and then displaced up, taking at that high. So, okay, right now, this is looking like the smart money reversal and the low risk buy, right? Smart money reversal, low risk buy. We trade up, right? Now that we trade up into the fair value gap, we come back down into this fair value gap here, right? So we pushed up to the premium, traded back down, right, into this fair value gap. It's a discount of the overall range, right? But here, it's also a discount of this price leg right there, right? We expand away, right? Came back to a discount. Then we came up here and made relative equal highs, right? Made relative equal highs and a single low. Okay, so this price leg here came up, took out liquidity, right? Traded back down, right? Set a low, pushed up, created relative equal highs, right? So now we got that low, relative equal highs, and then internal sell side liquidity there. And we also traded into the rejection block. So technically, right? Technically, we have run liquidity there and run liquidity here, right? So technically, you can view this as a new dealing range and not just a price leg, because we've traded below the rejection block, right? And for this rejection block, this 10 p.m. 4-hour candle, that's the lowest low as far as candle bodies. Because if you switch this to this is when we swept liquidity there, right? This is when we swept liquidity there, poking below that body. If you change this to a line chart, you see we went below that low right there. Let me turn my fancy dancing on. We went below that low right there when we dipped below that price, right? So that's a price right here. This low, this pivot point at, what is this here? 19,761 and a half. That pivot point right there, that's a price that somebody have their stop at. On like big money people that just watch line charts for their pivots, somebody got price. So we dipped into that liquidity pool there at that rejection block, right? So we have put this on the screen because it's just getting all the way in my way, driving me crazy. So blast off. So inside this dealing range here, right? Lowest low, highest high, right? Set internal sell side, set relative equal highs, right? So now looking to see which one we engage first, the relative equal highs or the buy side. I mean, the sell side, right? We talked about this earlier today. We came down. Now we've engaged the sell side. All right. So we engage the sell side. Now you're looking for clues of what price wants to do. These are 4-hour candles, but now you're looking to see what this price wants to do. Are we going to continue back up into the relative equal highs, right? Respecting the market maker buy model. Because right now on the 4-hour, we're in a buy program and we're on the right side of a market maker buy model. All right. This start off to the week. This is a bullish start to the week. Right. This is a bullish start. I'm catching a cramp in my leg. I'm sorry, y'all. My hamstring is locking up. This is a bullish start to the week. Either this is a bullish start to the week or it's exceedingly bearish, right? Why do you say that, Tim? Because we have not made any attempt to engage buy-side liquidity and we're diving down, right? We're diving down. So if you're bearish, you want to see the algorithm manipulate buy side liquidity, meaning taking buy side and then rejecting off of it. And then come on.
It's all right if I go with Nassim up to Fort to shoot video.
Yeah. When y'all going?
Like a few minutes.
Man, I'm catching a cramp in my leg. Oh my goodness. I'm scared to stand up because if I stand up, I'm scared it's gonna start cramping up.
Were you working outside today?
I was out there for a little bit. But I wasn't out there long though.
It's hot.
Yeah, it was hot. Y'all hold on for a second, man. What do you need these mics that's in here? I don't know how much they charged up. I don't know how much they charge. Well, one of them say it's almost full, and the other one probably the same. What they did when you brought them in? Oh, you just want to charge it? I got to stretch my leg out. Y'all, hold on, man. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. My leg is, oh man. Yeah. You probably got to get a base up there. Like the December camper got this one, and that one on the bottom. I might have to finish standing up. I might have to finish standing up. Every time I try to bend my leg, it cramp more. Every time I try to bend my leg, it cramp more. All right, man. Let's go down through this real quick, man, so I can try to figure out what's going on my leg. Let's just look at the day. 15 minutes. We started out today. We just gone, like we said, we had a huge gap down. It was like 120 something points, right? Had 120 something point gap down. Never came back to the high that was made on that 6 o'clock candle, right? Traded back up, set relative equal highs. Never took it out. Left a small liquidity void here on the 15-minute time frame. Small liquidity void still there. Then they gonna put in a then they gonna put in a non-skippable ad. But then at we drop down, right? Create a balanced price range here between the 8 o'clock and the 8:45 candles, right? Coming into that 8:50 to 9:50 macro time, trade down, take out the short-term sell side, trade back up into the balanced price range, into the low of the new week opening gap, hang out there for a minute, right there at the daily low, right? Then we displace down, taking out the low from the Asian session, or earlier in the Asian session, leaving a fair value gap at the 10:30 candle. Hang out around this area a little bit up until midnight, and then around 1:15 or so, we trade up above the high of the consolidation. Well, we had already traded back up into that 10:30 SIBI, right? Displace away, okay? Hang out there for a while, long time consolidating. Here at the 7 o'clock candle, we trade back up into the 245 order block that was created on that displacement down that we had just talked about at 3 o'clock. Then once we hit that order block, displace down again, taking out the weekly low, right? Traded back up into the fair value gap on the 8:30, from 7:30 up to 8:30, traded back up into the 7:15 SIBI. Fair value gap hung out there for a minute. Then at 9:30, we popped up, taking out the short-term buy side from the 8:30 time frame. Popped up, taking out the short-term buy side, then displaced down and spooled all the way down to the internal sell side for the dealing range. Shout out Jim. Jim been putting up some hard-hitting analysis, right? Pointed out our dealing range, said that this right here was our internal liquidity there, from the lowest low up to the highest high right there, right? That was our internal liquidity there. This was like right at equilibrium of the dealing range, right? That was like equilibrium and the internal low, and we spooled down, boom, hitting that internal sell side liquidity. All right. Once we took the internal sell side liquidity, we traded back up into the 10 a.m. Fair value gap, leaving the 9:45 breakaway gap untouched. Right. So we traded back up into the 10 a.m. Hey, let's do this real quick while we're here. Let's come there. All right. And let's put consequent encroachment right there on that. Come there, can right down to that area there. Didn't give us any significant liquidity over there, but it was below that sell side, but no other significant liquidity. But I think that's pretty neat how price paused right there at the exact expectations of a range for that measuring gap, right? So we got the breakaway gap resting there. Right. Got the breakaway gap there around 25%, measuring gap there around the 50%, and right there at the opposite end of the expected move, price turned around right there at that spot. Right. That's pretty interesting there. Then we got a retracement back up, created an hourly SIBI, right? But did not trade back up into it, immediately reverse, trading down, creating a 15-minute fair value gap. Did not trade back up into the 15-minute fair value gap, continued down, taking out the sell side again, right? At 1:30 afternoon time, trade out, took out the sell side, right? Hung out there for a minute, right? After making that low, right? Traded up, touched the 15-minute fair value gap, pulled back down, came below the bodies there, did not go below the wicks, right? Came below the bodies, got a closure in the rejection block there, right? Remember we talked about that before when we said price comes down after taking liquidity and it's not showing a willingness to go back down, and then we come down and get that closure inside the rejection block, right? When we're going into that macro time, we're looking for that speed, right? We look for that speed away from there because we've gotten that closure in that rejection block and we're unwilling to take that low, right? Right there. This is the 2:45 candle, right? And this is the 3 o'clock candle. So that macro time is starting in between these two candles here. And then what does price do? Spools back to the buy side. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up, right? There's that speed there. Then we get up here and on this 3:45 candle there, right there, we create an inversion fair value gap on this hourly SIBI right there, because this 3:45 candle closes at 4, right? Creating an inversion fair value gap there. And we have a BISI there. So right now, we got a 15-minute BISI, right? Aligned with a 1 hour inversion fair value gap, a 15-minute breaker here, right? And now price after opening here at 6 o'clock, we're just hanging out here at this inversion fair value gap, drop down into the wick of the breaker. Right, look like touch the actual closing price. The low on that candle there, 63.75. Yep, came down to the breaker, the closing price of the breaker to the tick, then went back up again, creating a small inversion fair value gap on that 6 o'clock candle. But that's today's price action, man. That's where we are today, coming from the monthly time frame, working down through the weekly, daily. That's all the different time frames, and walking through today's price action. Do y'all have anything for me before I go and get ready for what's up, Sage? I've been good. How have you been? Shout out to everybody that came in later. See, Lump came in, Charmaine came in, Thomas came in, Sage came in. Let's do it again this year. Oh, talk about birthday-a-thon with Timothy? Nah, we ain't gonna do birthday-a-thon. We done been through so much stuff on the channel, man. Ain't nothing that I can say that y'all ain't heard 100 times already. Back then, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people was fresh to the channel, new to the concept, so it's like it was real easy to what's the name? It was real easy to what you call it. Real easy to do birthday-a-thon because we can just jump on and I just break down all the different concepts, and people who ain't never heard it or people who wasn't like really good on it yet, they be like, oh man, this is gold. Yes. So you about to go? All right, be safe. Love you. What time you coming back? Okay. What y'all doing, a vlog? Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, y'all got anything for me? Jim, going down the line. Jim, got anything? What's the name started in 5 minutes? Deborah, got anything?
I'm good.
D, you got anything?
Good.
Yolanda, do you have anything? Sorry, y'all. Yolanda at the soccer field.
I do not.
Lump, you got anything?
No, I ain't got nothing. Just listening in.
Charmaine, you got anything?
I do have a question. Can you go
Okay.
over again, like when you say trade into a discount,
Uh-huh.
can you just go over that concept?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
So trading into a discount is a relative term, right? What do I mean by that? It is related to the dealing range that you are looking at, right? So if you look at the current like prices here, okay, and from where we are in price right here, right, this right here is the lowest low that swept liquidity, and from where we are here, this right here is the highest high that swept liquidity. So this is our dealing range, okay? So inside from the lowest low to the highest high of your dealing range, all right, the 50% line which is what's marked here on the Fibonacci tool, right? If I open it up, I'm just showing the 0.5 line, right? That's the 50%. That's the only thing I'm showing. Okay. Anything above the 0.5 is a premium. Anything below the 0.5 is a discount, right? So when price expands and creates a dealing range, if you're bullish, right, you want to look for opportunity to buy in a discount. So you look at your dealing range that you're trying to trade inside of, and when you come below the 50% line, now you've moved into a discount. And then down here, these are the PD arrays down here in this area that you will be looking for a buying opportunity off of. Now, if you're just trading solely off of one time frame, right? Once you come into a discount, right? Whatever PD array you're looking to buy off of, then you put your stop in accordance to, you know what I'm saying, mandatory stop, safe stop, you know what I'm saying? All of that right there based off the PD array that you're trading and your whatever your risk tolerance allows. But discount is just coming back to below equilibrium of a expansion, dealing range, expansion, you know what I'm saying, displacement leg, whatever you want to call it, right? It's just coming back below 50%. And then the same thing with a premium, right? Same thing with a premium. If you look at, right, let's just go here, say this is the highest high that took out um liquidity, right? This is the highest high that traded above liquidity. This is the lowest low that traded below liquidity. So this right here is your dealing range. You're looking to, it's in a sell program, you're looking to sell in a premium. So when price retraces back above 50%, right? It's up here, it trades up, and this is a premium PD array, right? It's in the premium, right? Premium PD rate. Now, you will hear me talk about premium and discount in reference to above price and below price. But in the sense of this is a premium PD array because it's above the 50% of the dealing range, not just because it's above price, right? So you got a premium PD array, you're in the premium of the dealing range, right? And so when price gets to this premium PD array, then it sells off back down into a discount, taking out, right, that sell side liquidity did. Right?
Okay, got it. Thank you.
That's premium and discount for ranges, like the premium and the discounted ranges. And that's what we're talking about when we say you want to buy in a premium. I mean, selling a premium and buying a discount, right? You're looking for opportunity to sell in the premium of the dealing range, right? Or price leg, or, you know, whatever price is focusing on now, right? Just like here, we have this dealing range here, right? That's the entire dealing range. But then then you got like another, this is like the latest expansion of this dealing range right here. So when we come back into a discount of this right there, right, that was a buying opportunity to come back up, and we traded above this high. We didn't take out the highest high, and this right here is why we say make sure you take profits when you're taking highs, because there's always a possibility of turning back around, right? So you traded back to a discount of this portion, and that's the latest expansion leg from the overall dealing range, right? So you can break it down. The price is fractal. So you just want to understand when to, what's going on, Joker, right? You want to understand when to focus on what portions, right? And the easiest way to like remember what part to focus on, right, is like looking at price delivery, right? So once you see we do a lot of back and forth like this right here, right? When you hear about like efficient delivery, it's just talking about offering buy side delivery and sell side delivery, meaning going up and coming down, right? In its simplest forms, right? So when you see price doing a bunch of back and forth like that, right, it's real clear to see that it's efficiently delivered right here because it's consolidating, right? But when you see price go up like this right here, it's offering buy side delivery, right? It's basically only offering buy side. We do have some red candles in here, but overall price is just going up. That's all buy side delivery, right? And then we come back here, it's only coming down. That's only sell side delivery. Okay, so we've offered buy side and sell side efficiently here. We've offered buy side and sell side efficiently there. So when we leave that area, since we offered efficiently, now this right here is a balanced price range, right? So now, once you get a balanced price range, you're really only focusing on the area that leaves this balanced price range, because now this is where the inefficiency is here, right? Prices, once you leave this area, it's inefficiently delivered here. Why? Because we only offered buy side in this area right there that left this balanced price range, right? So even though we got this huge buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, this is the only inefficient part right there. All of this right here is just cutting through this balanced price range right there. So as we moved up, right, and then you see when the algorithm came back down, it offered sell side delivery down to this inefficient part, right? Dip down into that inversion fair value gap right there. What do we always say when we got a breaker with an inversion fair value gap in a leg? A great opportunity is when price trades down into that inversion fair value gap inside that breaker leg, drops down into that inversion fair value gap, comes back down one more time into the rejection block, gets that closure inside the rejection block, take off to the high, right? And then we just kind of hang out there for a little while, right? And then take off again, create relative equal highs, right? So now we have been working this inefficient area right there, and looky, where is that inefficient area? Right there, equilibrium. What have we been doing? Just consolidating. Where do we consolidate at equilibrium? All right. Stacks on stacks on stacks on stack, blocks on blocks on blocks on blocks. It's 7:05, man. Hey, gang, do y'all have any, who got questions? I'm about to go over there for the Q&A. Do we got questions? Right, I'm about to go over there now. Y'all pull up with your heart. I'm done here. I appreciate everybody that pulled up for the Conquer the Asian session. Conquer the Asian session has sold out. I'm not gonna pop and be like, oh, guess what? We got 10 more slots available. No, that's not my game I played. It's sold out. First come, first serve. If you didn't get the worm, your belly gonna be growling. Early bird gets the worm. Early bird gets the worm. If you a platinum member, aka Black Spotters, a diamond member, aka diamond members, a mentee, aka mentees, right? The Zoom link has been posted in the third Sunday Q&A voice channel inside the chat. So go into the voice channel, open up the chat. That's where the link is. If you're not in the Discord, you're still in the YouTube membership. The Zoom link has been posted in the membership section for the diamond and the platinum members. It's in there. I will be over there, and a few shakes of a cat's tailbone, right? I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Until the next time I decide to get on Al Gore's internet and share my thoughts on this thing that they call price action. Remember, it's your boy, Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., aka Aranya Grande. Right? Y'all be safe out here in them trading streets, man. Gone.